guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. My name is Heather. I'm a homeschooling mom of 3 kids, elementary, middle, and high school age. Today I'm going to go through some of my initial setup for the Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner for 2024, as well as do a bit of a weekly plan with me. So let's get started. Okay guys, so this is the 2024 Passionate Penny Pincher Home Planner. I purchased this planner for the first time in 2023 and thought it would replace my Erin Condren planner. That did not happen. I realized that having the weekly planning pages in horizontal view really messed with me, as well as having the Sunday start. So I do not use this typically for weekly planning. However, it is the first week of January and we're still on homeschool break, and I am trying to do a lot of decluttering and organizing and cleaning and goal things. So this will actually work out really well for me this week. Now, the reason that I buy the physical planner instead of the digital planner is, number one, I do not have like an iPad for that GoodNotes app. I guess you could probably do it on the iPhone or on the on your Mac. So I could probably do it like on my MacBook, but I think it's a subscription and it seems kind of expensive, and I just am not a digital planner. So I buy the physical version because I like all of the lists that are in here. I have done a little bit of setup, not a ton, and I have not set up any other weekly daily planners because I'm waiting on a new planner that I purchased like on the 30th of December called the Sterling Ink Common Planner, which includes monthly, weekly, and daily planning pages. I'm hoping that that comes today. So it may change up my entire planning schedule. We shall see. The reason that I buy this planner is because of all the checklists. I absolutely love them. I think they are so useful and helpful. I have not done anything extra with these checklists yet. I will probably come in here and add some other things that are particular for my specific household for these different categories. But for the most part, I have not done anything with these checklists yet. So then you get to the weekly home project schedule. I have a full walkthrough of this planner. If you're interested, I will leave that in the description box. And I have done some weekly plan with me's as well. I love these weekly home projects. I do not necessarily do them on the week that they are listed. However, I do use these lists, and I will just choose whichever project for the week kind of works with my schedule for the week ahead. Over here, my personal goals, I did this same thing last year. However, I didn't really fill it out. I just put each week with a Monday start, and I haven't decided what I want to track here, if I want to do like steps or miles that I'm walking, or if I want to do weight tracking or savings goals weekly, or I'm just not entirely sure what I'm going to do here yet. But I do like that there is space to have one line for each week of the year to kind of keep track of something, TBD, on what that will be. Then we move into this monthly checklist section, and this year I'm trying to make sure that I'm managing some of the monthly tasks and writing them down, because I remember to clean my dishwasher out and my washing machine and things like that pretty regularly. But then there are things like pulling out the refrigerator and vacuuming behind it. We have a Great Pyrenees. If you've watched any of my videos, you've heard me talk about her or seen her on video before, and she just has so much fur. So I need to pull these things out and vacuum behind them. I don't know, they're probably more of like a quarterly task, but because she has so much fur, I think that I want to do it monthly. Just keeping track of some specific things that I want to get done each month, and then having them here to check off, I think is going to be helpful. And then also listing out my monthly reset, which I do at the end of each month. I wanted to list out the things that are important for me to get to on that day, just so that I have it at the ready. I remember for the most part, but sometimes my brain just does not work and I forget something. So any sort of pre-planning that I can do before the year ahead, I find very valuable. It helps remove decision fatigue. It helps me not to have to think so much because I know that I've already written it down. So I can just refer to this. I don't have to say, okay, well, this is the day that I'm going to do this set of monthly tasks. What are those monthly tasks? And then forget something. So I did actually clean the washing machine yesterday, so I can check that off. The bill payment schedule, I do not do anything with this. I have a whole financial planner. It is a monthly Erin Condren planner. I will leave a link for that setup video in the description box, as well as my budget printable pack if you're interested in seeing that. I go through how I do spend tracking and how I do budgeting. I do not use this. Okay, then you get to the Dream Big Home Project list. This is actually kind of connected to my financial planner. If you watch that video, you'll know that I have, well, actually, let me see if I can find it. So in my financial planner, I have these 12 monthly boxes, and what I plan to do is take these home projects. I mean, not all of these will get done this year, but I want to take any of the projects that I am going to do and put them in a particular month, and then flesh out what I need to do for that project in that month. And then I will come over here and use this space to really break that project down and cost and all of that kind of stuff. So that is what I am planning to use my financial planner for, in coordination with this. I do have a few financial goals, not too many. Most of those will be in my financial planner. Then you have the notes sections, which is lovely, and January notes, which I have not done anything with, mainly because I don't use this as my primary planner. I don't know, that may change once I get the common planner. Once I figure out exactly what I'm going to do, I may use this as brain dump space for the month ahead. I do like to have lots of notes pages, so we shall see. So you get into the monthly calendar, and then I am using this calendar for the big monthly tasks that I need to do. So I have the monthly tasks that I've scheduled for the first Friday of every month, I believe, and that is when I'm going to go through and do these things. Now, I won't necessarily do all of these things on that monthly tasks day, but that is going to be my focus, so that I've set it out. That is the day that I'm going to work on this stuff. Some of it may bleed over until the weekend, which is totally fine, but I know that I have these tasks on the schedule for this day. Now, these things really will not take me an enormous amount of time to do them. Like for the sink drains, all I do is I put, some baking soda and then hot water down the drain, and that cleans out my drains. And that's just what I do. Cleaning the bathroom vents does not take that long. All of these things, cleaning the filter in the dishwasher maybe takes a little bit longer than just putting the tab in to clean the dishwasher, but those things total, the amount of time it takes to do those things is not very much. So if I have a day when I say, okay, I know that I'm going to spend this morning doing the monthly tasks, I am just prepared and it's in my mind, so that's what I'll do. Obviously, if we have a vacation day or we decide to go somewhere or do something, that may change, but for the most part, this is the day that I am going to be doing that thing. I also wrote all of the days that I want to work on the budget in my calendar, and then I wrote down my monthly reset days for each month of the year. And typically I do the fourth Thursday or last Thursday of the month. It kind of depends, and some of the days are kind of early. Like, I don't know if the 29th is going to be too late for me to do my monthly reset. It's really going to depend, especially because if I'm doing my monthly reset here on the 25th, it would be 5 full weeks if I went through the 29th, and that just might be too much for me. So we shall see. I did not white out the holidays in this calendar. I do tend to do that on most of my monthly calendars, unless it's one that I'm really specific about. So that's kind of how I've set things up. I do plan to write out more stuff in this monthly calendar section for my home management tasks. Then when I sit down to do like my weekly plans and all of that stuff, I can glance at this and it's already been decided. Like I already know what I want to work on for the week as far as a weekly project, all of that kind of stuff. And I just can kind of understand how much time I have, going forward. So that's what I've done. I've monthly tasks, budget, my monthly reset, seasonal refresh, writing down when I have to give Izzy her meds. That is all done. Okay, so then we get to the weekly plan with me and how I'm using it. Now, this is Monday. Happy New Year, everybody. Typically, I will do Sunday planning for the next week, and my weeks always start on Monday. I don't have Sunday as part of this week. I have it as part of last week. That just works really well for me. I'm used to that with the Erin Condren Life Planner because they have a Monday start in all of their weekly planners. I'm not entirely sure what today is going to bring. I know that my sister-in-law says that you should not do laundry on January 1st because then that's what you're going to do all year long. But I looked around this morning and saw the amount of laundry that I have to clean. And so I am doing laundry today. And I think that that's mainly going to take most of the day today because I have to wash a lot of loads of laundry and sort and put all of those away. And then I just want to kind of do a general tidy. We sold our armoires yesterday and I'm really pleased about that, but now I don't know what to do with the stuff that was in them. Originally, we had planned to sell a lot of old furniture from our old house back in 2020 when we moved into this house we moved in February. And then COVID happened and we did not get rid of any furniture or buy new furniture. We weren't able to find new furniture for a very long time. And so we're just now starting to get rid of some of the pieces of furniture. But the whole purpose was to get rid of all that furniture so that we could build an island in our kitchen. And so the stuff that was in the armoires is supposed to go in the island, but the island has not been built yet because we are still saving money for that. So I do need to clean off all of I need to find a place to store all of that stuff for the time being. Most of it is like egg cartons, empty egg cartons for our chickens and just random like junk drawer stuff. So last year I cleaned out my whole kitchen. I have a whole, I think, series on how I cleaned out my pantry and all the kitchen cabinets and all of that stuff, which was really, really good. But I don't have like a junk drawer in my kitchen. And I do have a bunch of stuff that I need to put in a junk drawer, like batteries and, screwdrivers and headlamps and flashlights and, the few books that we have that go to our appliances or manuals. So I have to figure that out. I'm not entirely sure, but today it's going to be laundry, general tidy, and then just spending time with my family. That is my plan. So for Tuesday, I think I'm going to work on finding homes for all of the things that are sitting on the table in the dining room. I should do that today, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do it tomorrow. Find homes for junk. I don't know. It might just all go in a box in the closet for the time being. That might be. And then I do also want to go through the shoes that are in our entryway closet. I don't know how to store shoes. We don't have a lot of shoes, but we have 5 people in our home. So if everybody has their winter boots and their muck boots and a pair of sneakers and a pair of dress shoes, it gets to be a lot of shoes. We do have a shoe rack, but people don't use it. Some of the shoes don't fit, especially like my husband's boots and shoes just don't fit. His boots and shoes take up a lot of floor space in our entryway closet. I'd like to encourage him to keep them in the basement, but I don't think that's going to happen. So I need to go through the shoes and just get rid of what doesn't fit. I also want to go through clothes, my clothes and the kids' clothes, and then get their rooms tidied. I think that's going to be plenty. I also want to film some videos on Tuesday. Tuesday is a really good day to film videos for me. So with all of these lists that I have over here on the sides, I've mentioned this before. I don't necessarily do these on the particular day that they are listed, but I do use it as a checklist throughout the week. And one of the things that I'm going to work on, Wednesday or Thursday. I think I might put it on Thursday because I have my live stream with my members on Thursday at 2:30. So, and that's a co-working live stream where we use the Pomodoro technique to do 25 minutes of focus work followed by a 5-minute break, and the chat is open and we all, enjoy conversation and bounce ideas off of one another. It's a lot of fun and I'm always really productive during this time. So I think what I'm going to do here is put the kids' chore calendar that I want to work on, and then maybe, I don't know what else. Okay, Wednesday, I think we're going to go to the library. I want to go to Barnes & Noble, and I do just have some other errands to run that if I'm out, I will probably do that all on the same day. So I probably won't do a ton of stuff here. I think that I want to wash my sheets, but I'm going to do that on Friday. Monthly tasks on Friday. So I think that's probably all I will do here. It's also our screen-free day. Oh, you know what? Get vision board supplies. I might have stuff in the basement, so I'll have to check on that. And then that is the other thing that we're going to do on Wednesday is our vision boards for 2024. I do this activity with my kids every year, and it is a time when they can cut out pictures or write words or goals or ideas, things that they want to learn. And then I use these vision boards as I'm thinking ahead to the next homeschool year. Obviously, if there are things on their vision boards that I can implement in the second semester of this current homeschool year, I will try and do that. But oftentimes I will take their ideas and I will put them on a list in my homeschool planner for next year, and then I will seek out the resources that they need. For instance, in January of 2023, Jack listed Learn Japanese on his vision board, and so this year, the 2023-2024 school year, he's doing Japanese 1, but it took me so long to figure out the resources that I would need for that, so he did not start until July when we started our new homeschool year. So that is what I'm going to put there. Here I will do floors in the morning. I want to wash the floors. The ice melt that we have, it's supposed to be safe for dogs, but what's happened is the dog, when she walks in the house after walking through the ice melt, it's leaving this greasy residue on the floors that I have to wash. I've already said this once, she's giant Great Pyrenees. I have a hard time cleaning off her paws when she comes in. I do try to wipe them as much as possible, but it is not like she has super clean feet coming into the house. And so she does walk through the house, and we have hard floors, which is good. But it does leave this weird greasy residue on the floors. I don't know if it's this particular ice melt stuff that we have or if that's normal. I don't remember noticing it before. So I will do my floors on Thursday. What else do I need to do? I need to do groceries. I'll see if I can put in a grocery order tonight for tomorrow, because if you've seen any of my recent vlogs or videos, you will know that we had a huge flood the week before Christmas in my area, and our normal grocery store got flooded and is no longer open. I'm not sure when they're going to reopen. Hopefully it will be sooner rather than later. So we have to drive to the next city to get groceries. There is a little local grocery store close to us, but we've gone a couple of times and they have a great selection of food. It's a really small neighborhood grocery store, but the prices are so expensive. And I can't find some of the normal stuff that I get. So I need to see if I can get a grocery pickup time. It's really hard because pretty much everybody in our town is going to the next city to the grocery store. And so there's a huge influx of people, and I haven't been able to get grocery order times that are, normal times. I think right before Christmas, I got one for 8 p.m. or 9 p.m., which was a little a little crazy. So I need to see if I can do that. But I think that that is actually all I'm going to have for this week. I do have some other projects that I'm working on with my goals for January, but I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to work on those things yet. I don't really have a time specifically for them. Actually, now that I'm just looking at this, I need to do my end of year financial reports, and I'm probably going to do that during my live stream as well. I also need to consider time blocks. I'm going to put that here. That might be too much stuff for my live stream. And one thing that I did not even write down is homeschool planning. So I will also write that on Thursday. See, it's a good thing that I have these other things that I've already written down, because otherwise I would really be struggling. Okay, we start school on the 8th again for our second semester, so this is like a real priority. If the floors don't get done, if I spend Tuesday, all day Tuesday, kind of decluttering. Today is still a vacation day with my husband. Wednesday, errands. I think some of the homeschool planning is probably going to bleed into the weekend, but that is okay. Take down Christmas stuff. Okay, so this is the first week in January. It is going to change. When I have a week that we're not homeschooling, this makes a lot more sense for me, because a lot of the stuff that I do when we're in our off week is home related. We do a 6 weeks on, 1 week off schedule for homeschooling, so that 1 week off, my kids work on their passion projects, but I spend a lot of time working on like home management and kind of resetting the house for the next 6-week session. That seems to be the best for me. That gives me a little bit more leeway on the 6 weeks that we're doing homeschool. I do the general tidying and making sure that things, are mostly clean and picked up and stuff, and stay on top of laundry and dishes and all of that kind of stuff. But that week that we're off homeschooling, I have a lot more time to work on projects. Oh gosh, the other thing that I need to do is work in the basement. I don't think I'm going to have enough time for all of those things this week. We'll see. So this is my week at a glance. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that it was helpful for you. If you have questions about anything that I talked about, if you have questions about my monthly tasks or how I'm scheduling those or how I'm using this planner, definitely let me know in the comments, or you can email me. My contact form is always in the description box. If you're interested in coming and checking out some of my live streams or my membership community, that link is also in the description box. But thank you again so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye.